Let's talk about the difference between the average rate of change definition in the last video and what the book uses. So in particular, the book defines the average rate of change on an interval from a to a plus h with this formula, f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h. And in the last video when I talked about it, I said the average rate of change was the change in f divided by change in x. And so we really need these two definitions to match up. And really, they are the exact same thing, and I want to show you why they're the exact same thing. So let's do it with an example. We're going to take f of x to be this function 4x cubed minus 3x squared. It's just an example so that we can figure out this different notation. And we want to know what the average rate of change from -1 to 3 is. Okay, so with the change in f over change in x definition, that means that I'm going to take how does the f change, how do the outputs change between -1 and 3 divided by what is the change in the inputs. So I get f of 3 minus f of -1 divided by 3 minus -1, and this is a calculation I can do. I get 108 minus -7 divided by 4. Forgive me if I've made an arithmetic mistake, but I'm pretty sure those are the correct answers. And that is 28.75. Whoops, I didn't mean to go quite so. There we go. Okay, so you might just quiz yourself right now and say, what does that mean about the graph? So I'm going to tell you, but pause it if you haven't thought about it already. So remember, that means if I draw the points on the graph of f between x equals -1 and x equals 3, if I draw the line between those 2 points, 28.75, that will be the slope of the line. So that's a pretty steep slope there. Okay, so let's look at definition 2 now. So keep in mind this was definition 1, change in f over change in x. So definition 2 is that I have f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h. So let's go back to what the book says the definition is. Okay, I'm taking an interval from a to a plus h, computing the average rate of change from a to a plus h. So that means that -1 is a, and 3 is a plus h. Okay, so -1 is a, and 3 is a plus h. So now I just need to figure out what h is. Okay, so that means -1 plus h is 3, so h is 4. And I really can think about, h as the interval length. How far apart are -1 and 3? They are 4 units apart. That's my interval length. So once I realize that, I can go ahead and compute this. I get f of 3 minus f of -1, okay, because a plus h was my 3 and -1 was my a, divided by 4, which is h. That's my interval length. And if you look back at our previous calculation, this is the exact same calculation. And so I get the same calculation, which is 28.75. Okay, so this is the exact same calculation. Think of h as your interval length. That's the only difference here. What this is going to do is it's going to make our life a lot simpler when we start calculating other rates of change.